Welcome to Civitai.com, the home of the generative AI art community. If you enjoy this video, please consider hitting us with a like and subscribing, as it'll go a long way in helping us continue to bring you the highest quality AI community content. Please enjoy the video. My friend KFTIGER here, because today we are going to be talking about Flux training. Once again, this is part 2 in what I guess we can call a series now. Right?
If you want to make it that, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done many characters though.
Well, this, I feel like that seems like the proper conclusion for what a part 3 would be to train a character LoRA. And we saw how well,
I'm gonna have to train a safer work one then.
I mean, we saw how well your method of doing this worked last week with the character LoRA that got trained during stream of yours truly.
Yeah.
So today, guys, we are focusing on concepts. Now, this is a difficult one to kind of explain. We were just talking about this a few minutes ago before we came on. Since you have trained the mass amount of LoRAs, what would you say your definition of a concept is as opposed to a style?
You're setting me up with a tough question this time. In fact, I just Googled that term of concept. But, I mean, a style is something that can apply to any sort of image, character, concept, or whichever. So say if I want to make an image of, like in most of my models, there's a Bowser with Princess Peach. I can apply any style to that. But a concept is more something that's surrounding the concept. It is a tough question, because there's, as much as I've made many concepts, it's okay. Let's take that one from there.
Okay, so would we say so? Like yesterday, we did a style, and 2 weeks ago we did a style, and that
could be yesterday.
It could be yesterday. It might as well have been yesterday. So the style we did 2 weeks ago was in the style of Jet Set Radio for Dreamcast.
Yes.
Jet Set Radio had a particular art style.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we wanted to do a concept around something Jet Set in something with like the Jet Set Radio universe theme, even though that's not what we're doing today, but if we wanted to do a concept there, what would we say a concept could be that would be connected to that? Maybe like the
rollerblading. Maybe rollerblading isn't well trained.
Rollerblading. Maybe even if we were able to generate images of 2-dimensional headphones on real people, that could be a concept, right? Mm-hmm. Like 2D hand-drawn headphones on real photos. Would you say that would be a concept?
I'd consider those concepts, yeah. That's the trouble is, concept is such a loose definition. I say this as currently somewhere on the top of the leaderboards for concepts, and I can hardly explain it. But, memes are a concept. That's, I think, kind of the easiest one you see the most of on Civit is meme LoRAs. With creating a meme image of, I don't know, what's a recent meme? You're the one who knows everything new. Yeah.
Man, I don't have.
Give me a recent meme.
I don't have the one that I see no matter what. Whenever anything new AI comes out, the meme that I always see used as the example is the boyfriend looking at the girl walking by while he's holding hands with the girlfriend.
Yeah. Or Hawk Toi, yeah.
Hawk Toi, yes.
That's also, yeah.
Yes. See, you guys got it.
Chat's got it.
Chat's got it. Cosmic said, I did a style and a concept for a movie poster I did, and both working together gives the best image. Good to know. Okay.
Sometimes they do work well in combination.
For those of you that can't stay for this entire stream, yes, this is going to be uploaded to YouTube because people are going to want to be able to follow this for training LoRAs. So without further ado, if you want to go ahead and share your screen, just tell me when I can put that up.
Yeah, should be safe.
Cool. And safe. Yes. Fingers crossed. Safe. So
Turn on the restriction.
What wonderful concept are we training today? And also the people want to know what you're drinking for the stream today.
I did crack one open now. Unfortunately, I didn't get as many donations this time, so I went into the fridge and just grabbed a Blue Moon Belgian White. So that's our beer of choice for the stream. Maybe for stream 3, we'll get more budget, but for now, that's the one. So I've been making a lot of concepts lately. It's because I got a little bored of styles or finished with all the styles I wanted to make. Although I have been actually working backwards from Flux into Pony and SDXL, because it's actually kind of interesting because Flux is so good at doing styles that I can make it generate a lot of pictures that wouldn't actually exist in the normal, universe of whatever game or movie. And that works really well to generate a bunch of photos to, create a style model for, Pony SDXL. But we're here to talk about concepts, which we've kind of explained what concepts are now.
Well, before we dive into the new one that you're going to show us for the stream, I know you've released a couple new things since the last stream. Why don't you go ahead and just show the people what you have released recently, LoRA-wise, and if there's any that you particularly like, so that people can be aware, so they can go make some cool things with them.
Yeah. So going along with the Halloween theme, I've done 2 LoRAs recently. One of them, which I believe may have just been recently highlighted on the front page, is the Crummy Costume Crafter. So what this model does, and that's what I try to do, is at least have fun with the names too. A bit of a showcase preview, yeah. So the Crummy Costume Crafter, what that does is takes your prompt, which I've put in kind of an easy mode. And another part of the concept side of this we'll go through is I'm using a lot more captions with concepts as opposed to styles, because it seems to pick up concepts a lot better. So effectively with this one, you can use the image as a photograph of an adult dressed in a homemade blank costume, standing in front of a suburban house. And then using that, you can get, what this does is it's trained to take the prompt and apply it to the costume. Instead of giving you a nice looking costume that you could buy or make at the store, you get something, made of fabric, cardboard, duct tape, other tape.
The Civitai superhero one in the gallery is super funny.
Yeah. This one is up on Buzz Beggars now, so feel free to donate all your buzz to that one. He's a little skinny, I guess, but that works. Yeah, you could make a knockoff Tyler if you use the J Boogs one.
You know what? While you're showing people,
you can go do that.
I will try to do that.
Yeah, so this is one example of concepts, which, my favorite part is seeing what people post. And there's been some really good ones on here where, it looks like somebody made the costume themselves. And that's the entire point. Low budget.
Dude, I bet you guys could take this LoRA, make a bunch of really hilarious crummy costumes, throw them into Kling or Runway or something, animate them, and make a viral video of just like people in really ridiculous bad costumes.
Yeah. Or yesterday I put up a sock puppet stitcher, which is just basically a concept model to make whatever character, animal, concept, whatever, into a hand puppet. And hasn't been quite as popular as the Crummy Costume Maker Crafter. Oh, PG-13, it's okay.
The hand puppets look really good, though. I would say that's a concept. The way it grabs them so well is just like it blows my mind every day as I'm scrolling through looking at the new Flux LoRAs.
Should I block out PG-13 as well? Because some of these are
I don't think we'll get banned for
I'm pretty sure I've got it. Yeah.
for some furry bikini pics, but you never know.
Yeah. It's not really on the line of sock puppets either, but yeah. So those are two. I mean, this one, I think it's been done before in SD 1.5, whatever. But, and probably won't get featured just because of the name. You don't want
Road
that
sign
word.
effector.
But to make clever, fun road signs, this is PG. It's fine. House crossing. Yeah.
Yes, Pixel Pusher, this is live. We are live right now.
This is live. So if you have a model you're making, let me know.
Awesome. Well, why don't you tell the people what we are making today to showcase how to train a concept in the LoRA trainer?
So I decided on this one pretty much this morning. So it was pretty early on. But I thought about when you go to the grocery store and sometimes, you see these big displays of cans in the store. Sometimes boxes, sometimes cans to look like characters, sports teams, something at the grocery store just to show off, what they can do and also what they had enough time to do and likely did it after hours and didn't get in trouble for doing it. So there wasn't too many examples online I could find of that. But I wanted to make a LoRA that would do that because if I go into generation, I tried making one without any sort of model, and this is what I got for Shrek and Donkey. This does not look like cans.
No, it kind of did like a wool knitted thing to them.
Yeah. So what I did is I found some pictures online and generated a couple. Like I used Dolly to make a couple as well. So the training set, I've made up a bunch of prompts and took some pictures from online. So we can either show the training process again with this. And to get knocked out, test again, if any mod's watching, because they don't like the word test in any model. So, let's just throw some at this. Nope, we have to accept this. And now, instead of doing tagging, which we did last time for the style, this time we're actually going to go into captioning. And I am also, as mentioned last time, I am still pretty lazy. Sometimes I turn up the temperature to make it more creative a little bit. But I do turn up the max tokens because it's easier to cut back when you go too high than to try to add more after. We'll see if this goes through.
So for the people that are newer, what is the key difference between tagging and captions?
Yeah, so tagging is used in certain models. It's more just delimited, a comma list of certain things. So in the case of this one, it might be can, robot, grocery store, shelf, whereas the caption is actually, a natural language processing that describes the image. And it turns out Flux is quite good with that. And yeah, using the Boru, which for tagging for certain models, and for Flux, I still use it for styles because it's nice just to have kind of a one-word trigger. But for concepts, I find it works a little better to just have something trained up on captions so you can just use that caption as a starting point. Like, for example, this one here, which says, the image is a photograph taken in a modern, well-lit supermarket. Central subject is a large, elaborate sculpture made entirely of stacked cans of various beverages, including soda and energy drinks. It resembles a human robot, blah, blah. Those are things we can use. And captioning is pretty new to the trainer. Like, I think it's only the last couple of weeks. Like,
yeah, because before
when we did the style, I think it just launched.
Gotcha, yeah, because it was only tagging before.
Yeah. So, I mean, what you can do from here is go in and fix it. So if you see things that aren't right, you can correct them. This set's pretty well done already. And with a big enough image set, it doesn't matter too much.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for in the captions that you either things that you want in there and things that you don't want to see in there?
I mean, this one seems to be pretty good, but I'd be looking for anything that says, if it's a totally wrong object, and then these ones seem to be canned beverages, sculpture made from white blue, mimic cat's fur. So you can scroll through, okay, stacked Pepsi cans, that's still fine. Maybe you want to say it's just stacked cans. It doesn't need to be Pepsi. But I'd be looking for things where it says, a totally different object. And then in that case, either you can correct it to say soda cans, or you can say just delete and remove that image from the set. Scrolling through, there is one issue with this model that I've realized too late, and I will go over kind of the lessons learned from this one when we put it live. One of them is that there's, I think, 2 or 3 pictures of Bowser in here, and they have noses. So that is one thing, is that now if I make a picture using the model with Bowser in it, it will give him a black nose. So even if there's 2 or 3 pictures, if it recognizes that it's Bowser, of a character from Super Mario, yep, the likeness of Bowser. So you will get Meowser every time.
Did you say you generated the images for the data set in DALL-E?
Yeah, this one's probably 3/4 done with DALL-E. Like, it got the concept fairly well in there, just not, very good looking. So these pictures are real, and these ones are DALL-E.
Awesome.
And I like to kind of blend that because Flux does a really good job once it knows the concept. But like I showed on the generation, without knowing the concept, it's not very good by itself. Like, Flux is very powerful. Hey, it knows the characters very well. But so now, if we go through the rest, if there's any more questions on the captioning side.
I think that it seems pretty straightforward.
In this case, we've got that error message about captioned images. This time it goes away, unlike styles, because we used tags last time. So for sample image prompts, you can put something together there. Often I end up using the same captions that I used for these and save the set so I can see what it came through as. General training parameters, I usually turn it up to about 1,000 steps. Same with styles. But I go through the epics afterwards and decide which one looks the closest without going too far. And this time I actually did save the pictures of those so we can go through.
Sick.
All the settings, generally I leave the same. I flip the augmentation on this one, which flips the pictures horizontally, just because there's no real writing or anything it needs to worry about, or a left hand versus a right hand. As far as the network dim, I do turn that up a little, usually to 4 or 5 for a concept. That just allows more training data to be saved and makes the file size a little bigger. So for this one, I did already send it to training. So these are, I use the same prompts in the training, so I can see each one come through. You see, even from Epic 1, it started getting the concept together. So 3 and 4, starting to get a little cleaner, although Bowser's starting to get more of a nose. And 5 and 6, Bowser's definitely got a black nose now. But you can see the structures are starting to look more like proper cans.
So, okay, let's say for something like a concept, you have to generate images somewhere else, right, to get your data set. Mm-hmm. How similar are you looking for all those images to kind of be? And for this one specifically, how many images ended up in this data set to get it to do this?
So this one, I mean, if you can find real life pictures of the example, that's the best way. If they're high enough resolution, taken from a few angles. DALL-E is still pretty good for taking image prompts and turning them into images that are high enough resolution to train, and at times is definitely a little better than Flux is at understanding different concepts, like from the image gallery used for training. Where probably 3/4 of these pictures are from DALL-E, which some I could have cleaned this up a little bit better. But at least it understood the concept of an object made of cans. I did make it quite specific to being in a grocery store, which is something that will, affect the end result. In which case, a lot of things will force it to be in a grocery store.
And Inglestein asks, what's a good minimum resolution that we're aiming for here when we're curating our data set?
I mean, I usually, as far as setting the resolution, I usually leave it at 512 just because it works quite well with Flux. But I'd say any picture kind of in that 1024, like above 1000 by 1000 works well. Anything much more, hey, it's good. But if you get too far, I think above the 1500, 2000 range, it will downsample it. It's not really so much thing as going too high, because especially if you're training on site, it will downsample it for you, which is better than upsampling. So going through the epics again, as we go higher up the numbers, and the results from these aren't always perfect either. Like you can't trust, hey, this looks perfect, that's going to be the right one, because the next one might be messed up, or the other way around. You might get one epic that just absolutely screws up your prompts. But the further we go up, the more everything starts looking like cans, and the grocery store concept starts looking a little more solid. 13 is kind of where I thought was the point where things were where I wanted them. But I tested that and need a little more strength to work nicely.
Bowser looking a little doggish there.
Yeah, not many cans here in 14. 13 looked good though. That was kind of my starting point on that one. But then everything past that starts getting a little nicer. The one I actually ended up using was 18. I did train a little more than that, just because I thought 18 looks like, hey, these are cans, teeth, maybe not, but everything looked quite nice.
How often do you find yourself going down deeper into the epics to find the good one versus the one that Civitai recommends to you at the top?
I don't really, I guess bad to say, I don't really trust the one that Civitai generally will tell you, hey, the most recent or the top one or the last trained one is the one to go with. In this case, it might be true. Like Epic 20 is the last one I did, and it does look quite good. But I usually go back a couple, at least. Like I like to try the concept on a lower epic to see if it understood the concept first. So, sometimes, like if I had more than a day to test and play around, I'd probably try in the lower 4, 5, 6 epics to see how that looks at full strength. Because it does look okay. But once we got up to, 17, 18, 19, I knew it had the concept down. Luckily, I guess I could have trained this one further so I could show you what overtraining looks like, because I don't think this one actually got to the point of really overtraining, which would look like, everything's made of cans or everything kind of blends together in a weird way. Yeah, like Inglestein says, it's kind of a gamble, and it takes some training for sure, no matter what. Or testing, rather. Any questions?
I'm good. Sergia said, do you think adding some pack of cans in the data set could help? Not too sure what you mean by some pack of cans.
Yeah. One of the things that's kind of mixed up in this one is that I've done packs of cans mixed with cans. So while a lot of the Bing images are trying to do cans, the regular images are trying to do boxes of cans. So there is a bit of a data mess up there. but this is also mostly for showing off.
Cosmic said that 20 looked like it was close to overtrained.
It did look pretty close to that. Oh, sorry, that's a different one.
Here's a question. Do you know how to prevent backgrounds from being pulled into the concept?
See, concepts are actually a little better for that than, well, I mean, styles, sometimes you want the concept, don't mind the cat. Sometimes in styles, you want the backgrounds to be pulled in to make a style, whereas concepts, this one, I'm sure if we tried to make a different background than a grocery store, we'd probably run into some issues. You'd have to prompt it pretty well to say, this is elsewhere, which you can do, and, maybe we'll try that. But all the images that this set has been used with are in a grocery store.
So if you wanted to avoid that, then in the data set, you would generate the cans in different backgrounds and situations, right?
On Mars, on the street, wherever else. In which case the concept would pick up a little better. Oh, this is just the cans.
Here's one. Have you ever tried upscaling the images and then shrinking them back down to the desired res to improve the clarity?
Sometimes it's happened automatically. Like if you have an image of too large of a resolution that you upload into Civit, and I don't think any of these ones did, but it will downsample them back down because it tries to go for a certain resolution depending on what you're training it as. So it doesn't help as much, but it's much better than having too small.
Here's an interesting one. So Feldude said you can use the remove background tool on half the images, so you have double the concept images and half the steps, but one image has a background and the other does not. So Feldude, are you saying when you remove the background for those images, it's then just the subject with the concept and like on a white or black background, or are you putting another artificial location behind it?
Another limitation on the Civitai trainer is that the auto caption is limited to 60 pictures. So if you're going to do auto captioning for caption images, you limit it up to 60, but not a lot. Not a lot of concepts should take more than 60. Solid background.
Worth a try at some point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd say this one has a few issues. I'll show you the end results. One of them being, hey, I made every one of them a grocery store. If you made other backgrounds, we'd probably, have a little more into the concept as well. If you picked either boxes or cans, one or the other, that would probably improve it as well. But it's a lessons learned stream as well, So we've done our sample image prompts, we've done our training parameters, we've sent it to training. Now we wait. Is there any questions while we wait for this whole thing to train? I went through a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of speed ran that, but I guess there's not much. What would you say the key differences are between style and concept? Like versus let's just say between the Jet Set Radio one and this one, what are the key differences aside from the tags versus the captions?
You took that one away. It was really, that was the big one. But for a style, in a training set for a style, you want to make 30-ish images that show a variety of different styles of whatever now we're going to concept. So like say for Jet Set Radio, you want 30 screenshots if you're going to use 30 screenshots of very different things from Jet Set Radio. Like if you get 30 pictures of somebody tagging a wall, that's all you're going to get in the style. Whereas the concept, you really want it to focus down on, one certain thing, but enough variety in the background and other details that it focuses on the concept itself. And I see Cthulhu's in here in chat, and I was going to say, if you're going to do a stream on character LoRAs, he's the guy. He's number 3 there in Flux.
Cthulhu, do you want to do that? Do you want
putting him on the spot right now because I see him in there.
Do you want to be the character LoRA stream?
I can co-stream with you. Come on.
Yeah, man. I want to get more. I do.
A lot of his characters may not pass the safe for work test.
Well, I'm sure he could make a
95%. No, he's made some safe for work characters, and they work very well.
Yeah, man. I do so many streams featuring these people, featuring artists that are, not particularly on the site or like super active on Civitai, just to introduce you guys to other cool art. But I want to get more of you guys that are very active on the site and kind of leaders in the whole thing to come on here.
This is Cthulhu here. Just putting him on the spot a little bit, number 3. Yeah, most of your page is not safe for work, but you've made some good safe for work characters too. I mean, I can also make some character LoRAs, but this is the guy who's made many more than I have.
I do like the little friendly leaderboard rivalry. I like it.
It's fun that way. I have no chance. I mean, AI is right there. Like, you've got this. I'm happy to see you in first place. You absolutely deserve that. If I can just hold on, I'm okay. Number 4 seems okay.
Is the number 2 guy in the chat right now? Because we almost have the top 4 all in the stream right now.
Probably not. Yeah, but maybe he is.
Cool. Well, let's since I know.
So I think it's trained.
Yeah. So ta-da!
Hear the ding on the oven again. Yeah, we've gone through that halfway through. So this is using Epic 18, and I found one caption that worked really well. The way I mean, hey, let's just pop this up right here. Here's the first one, using another LoRA that was created in the last stream.
I don't know if you guys have been to the JBoog's LoRA page lately.
But it is here.
That Pixel Pusher trained on the last stream, but there is some bona fide art happening on that LoRA page in that gallery. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I'm going to publish this live while we talk about it.
Yes. Yes.
Error publishing model. There we go. Try again.
Publish it. Put the link in the little private chat thing for me so I can drop it in there.
Good start. We got error. Oh no, I think it might have gone. Maybe.
Let me see. Let me go to your page right now.
If it shows up it'll probably take a few minutes to show up, but that's why I hit it now. Just in case. But here's some of the other examples from, let's see, it was using Epic 18. There's the Tyler one, which I used the feature because, hey, we're live. This is SpongeBob one that turned out pretty good. Again, if I were to redo this, I would make more difference between the cans and the boxes. There's a Jack Skellington fighting Santa Claus with swords.
Dude, that's sick.
There's a Disney princess.
I think it's cool how well it got the cans and the boxes that it puts them on.
Mm-hmm. And I did put in here, usually what I do with these caption ones is I put in kind of an easy mode. Like if you just copy this into the prompt or this into the prompt and only change this, it should work. Like for that JBoog's one, I just changed this word and that worked.
Awesome.
And some extras and details, like if you want to say, hey, the color of the cans, there you go. If you want to say what's on the aisle behind, there you go. Jasmine, yes.
I like the easy mode thing that you put in your descriptions. I think that really helps new people out. All right, guys, I'm going to drop the link to the supermarket LoRA in the chat. It is available on the on-site generator, so you guys can have at it. Please put some stuff in that gallery.
So here's one I wanted to show off. Well, the Shrek and Donkey one, as much as it's not the perfect Shrek, but I did a bit of strength testing on this one just to show how this looks at zero strength. So this is without the LoRA at all, and then 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and so on. So this is at 0.2 strength. 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, starting to look a little more like cans. 1.0, 1.2. Then it goes a little, too far from there. 1.4, 1.6. Yeah, 1.8, I think we lost track. And 2.0, we just lost anything except cans. But it understands the cans. I had to add one of these because that seems to be the trend.
Bowser and Peach, bro. Bowser and Peach.
Yep. This is
Oh,
Sonic
dude,
one.
I like it. I think this is a really good one to show how easy this can be, because it's such it's a concept that that's cool. That one's cool.
Yeah.
It's a concept that wouldn't
Justin's
really
here.
be. Is Justin in here? Is Justin in here?
I
No,
doubt it. He better be.
no, I doubt it. I doubt it. But
Call him up. Come on.
it's super cool because this is a concept that is like, it's kind of out in left field, and it's not really something that would be native in the model.
And that's kind of the thing I've done. Like, I've had a couple failure models where I've tried making a concept that Flux actually did better without my training. Like, I did one attempt at doing like inflatable ornaments for your yard, like a Halloween kind of Christmas style one, and Flux actually did it better without what I trained. So that was when I didn't launch, because I looked at it and thought, yeah, no, this isn't any better. There are a couple of recommended suggested resources, but as it is right now, I mean, you should effectively be able to go in and say, remix this. I mean, you probably don't need this part, but we'll take out Shrink a Donkey and say, Black Xenomorph, since that's also, take off the seed, see what comes up.
Oh man, I really I think it's super cool. I think it came out really, really good. I also really like the sock puppet one. I think the sock puppet one is crazy.
Yeah. Hasn't been used too much, but I do like how that one turned out. I should have made more of a strength comparison of that one, but I think I had one.
Fell dude, I like that, man. I appreciate that. He said 500 buds to the first 5 people who get their Civitai username typed in the chat.
Yeah, I may have typed in my username. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with concepts. I haven't done the characters that much. That one I'm leaving to Cthulhu. But concepts, as much as they're hard to explain, hey, he did it. Thank you. Thanks, Fell Dude.
Awesome.
I have a few, like the No Name Product Producer, which, I thought was more of a Canadian thing, but it got promoted to the homepage. It's a very generic brand name that we have out here from some of our grocery stores, where everything's just a yellow package with, black, whatever text on it. So made a lot of pictures of those, and that one's been quite well used. But I guess it's also because you've got the Textacular contest going on right now. So
yeah, dude, those are that's hilarious. I love the PS5 game case ones.
Yeah. Buzz Civitai game, slow, waiting endless, overproduced slop 4.
I just ran a test in the cans in the generator, so we'll see what I get back.
So here's my Xenomorph test at 1.2 strength. Yeah, it's fairly can-like.
I think that's great.
And you could go in and change it, so... You sharing your screen now, or are we...
No, I'm gonna let them generate first.
All right.
But no, yeah,
You
guys.
can also
please.
change this, like say inside of a well-lit supermarket aisle, a dim lit back alley. Let's see what happens.
Actually, I have an idea. I have one. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, we're going to Dollarama.
Let's see here. Boom.
Similar concept was, well, this is one I created in Pony XL first, but I made a cereal creator for Flux, and that allows you to make cereal boxes. And there's been a lot of good pictures on that one too, including, Clippy Crunch.
Clippy Crunch. Telling you, man, the Civitai ones, it's so fun to see the logo put on everything.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I got my Buzz Daddy made of cans.
Sharing now? Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. Boom. Straight out of the image generator.
Yeah. First try.
First try. Tell me that is not the best, but Justin, did you change your Twitch username? Is that you? I was looking for the Zip45, but I think Ornique might be Justin. But if we ever can manage to get into a grocery store or something, Justin, if we have like a Civitai something somewhere physically, I'm going to request that this is the part of that physical display, wherever it is. Maybe at the first CivicCon, whenever that is, we get a life-size Buzz Daddy. Yeah,
the Wings one's pretty good. Yeah,
the Wings one came out really good. That one, yeah, that's super cool. These LoRAs are just fun, man. You make like the things you make are just like fun to play with and fun to use because you can get like such wacky outputs from them.
That's the goal. I mean, I do this for fun. Styles was fun for a while. The concepts I find a lot more fun, especially at present. Because the big thing for me is when I go online and see other people have posted to any model I've made. One, hey, it's cool because I get some buzz for it if they do so. But also, there's a lot of good creativity, with some of these things like the sock puppets. There's been a lot of good ones for that. The road signs, there's been good ones there. The crummy costumes.
I'm actually going to try the crummy costumes with the same buzz.
You can try to make I was going to think you could do a Tyler one of that.
I actually tried when we first kicked up the stream, and all it did was put me inside of a crummy costume. Here, wait.
You're just wearing the costume.
Yeah, the
costume looks a little too good too, huh?
It does. It looks like this looks like the most tactical nighty I'm going to bed suit ever.
Yes, the new model is sloth approved, so that's good. Got AI Digital Media's approval on this one.
Dude, it almost got the Buzz Daddy made of cans. It almost got the lettering on there.
And you might have to turn it down a little bit for certain things like text or a different background. Like I tried making that one dimly lit, and it's dimly lit, but it's not showing a back alley. It's showing a grocery store still.
Yeah, so that one too.
There's certain things you might need to turn down in order to make that work.
That one too, I tried just to see what happened to combine it with the realism LoRA. Let's see what happens if we go down to 0.1. I do really want to see the crummy costume one though and see if we can do it.
Hoping for the best.
What's up, Pers? Pers said Jazz Daddy. Apex, what's going on? Engelstein said he bets I have that outfit in real life.
No, has Justin sent it yet?
All right, here's our crappy
Tactical
Buzz Daddy
pajamas.
costume. Here's our Buzz Daddy in his Buzz Daddy Halloween costume.
I think it's Allie.
That's not that is not Allie.
I know.
That is not
He
Allie.
shaved, but yeah. Closer to that than you. How can I post to the model?
So if you're on the model
You're still
page,
streaming. Yeah.
I'm still streaming here. Wait,
You're still in control. I'll leave you to it.
I'm going to switch back to you.
No. Oh, I was going to leave you to it.
Yeah.
So you want to save an image to the model. So this one I turned down the strength. Said it was a dark alley. And it still did turn out to be a dark alley. Kind of.
That looks sick, though.
Yeah. This one's not bad either. But yeah. So this is kind of the effect of training it too much on a grocery store. No matter what, it's showing up still kind of as a grocery store, even though the prompt now says, it's a dimly lit back alley. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want that one. I think it's still PG. Maybe this one. So I'm just going to save it to desktop. You could just drag it over. You can save another tab, whichever. But the easiest way or the best way, and I've gone through this the last time, but I don't think it's been fixed or changed, so I have to go through this again. The best way to post any image to a model is to go to the model itself. Then if you go to add post here, hey, look, there's another post. And then if you drag it in here.
I'm about to put my Buzz Daddy, my best Buzz Daddy one up in there right now.
And by posting it directly to the model like that, that will make sure that the model maker, it's not going to show up for a few minutes, but, AI there, he did it. By posting it directly to the model, you end up getting, a buzz bonus for having it posted to the model. If you do it through the generator, like say if I went through here and said, hey, I like this, it's very easy. I can just hit post. The problem with doing it that way is it doesn't actually give any credit to the model creator. And so they won't get any buzz. It's the easiest way to post to the model to give somebody buzz. I don't like to do early access or anything like that. I've done that before. Oh, maybe I should refresh this and see if it shows up, hey?
I just put two of the best Buzz Daddy ones in there.
Oh, look, what a nice board game box builder. You should definitely try that one sometime.
Dude, AI Digital, the sloth one with the crown and everything looks awesome.
It does. Well, anyways, I'll stop refreshing. One try? No, that's enough. Back to the supermarket. Yeah, your sloth turned out great. Mine didn't show up yet, but you can see that, AI posted his, it shows V1 to the model, and, it just perked up a second ago. I'm not sure if you can see on the screen, but I got 200 buzz for that. It costs 2,000 buzz to train a model minimum for Flux, so it's kind of nice to have that. Just, if only 5 people post to each model, it pays itself off.
I'm about to make you the best the best representation for the crappy costume one. Just
sweet.
Just wait a second.
10 people? Well, I guess, yeah. So it depends on your subscription level. So if you don't have a subscription, I think you get 50 buzz if somebody posts your model. Then if you have bronze, it's 75, silver, 100 buzz, and gold, 200 buzz for a picture posted.
Awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. Boom, boom. Come on, Buzz Daddy. This is like how you do Bowser and Princess Peach, and you have the cat with the gun. My my gauge of how good something is what type of buzz daddy can it make me.
That's fair. It's good to have some sort of consistent character or something to build up a style or whatever with, because then so I'm not sure if it shows up on screen. It might be cut off by our faces. It says 200 buzz has been added to your buzz account. That means somebody posted something to one of my models. Hey, sweet. But yeah, Buzz Daddy, I mean, if you know what a Buzz Daddy looks like, it's a good one to train for because then you know what you're looking for. The cat with a gun, I know what a cat with a gun looks like, or what I want it to look like.
I'm gonna do you one better, and I'm gonna try to make
no, not yet.
The can Buzz Daddy come to life.
Ooh. You want to share your screen while you do that then?
Well, it's gonna take a minute because Kling is super slow, but I do have something coming out here that I can show for Crummy Costume.
Yeah, I got the text all right.
Guys, you're gonna have to bow down. The prompt master is here.
It's a cat in my room. There might be a cat.
It's so good. It's so good, bro. It's like the bumblebee tank top, the skinny jeans, the little wings, the beanie with the antennas on it. It's so good.
But does he actually have a kid he's trick-or-treating with, or is he just kind of out there being like, oh yeah, my kid's just a couple houses behind?
Nah, bro. Buzz Daddies trick-or-treat by themselves.
Yeah.
Purse.
Yeah, you yourself could go as a Buzz Daddy for Halloween.
Purse, what would I have to give you to Buzz Daddy yourself, and then like do something with emotion LoRA out of it? What would I have to do? What would I have to give you to make that worth your time? About tree fitty.
Easy. Purrs LoRA.
I do think we need a Purrs LoRA. I do think so. I think that could be Pixel Pusher's next mission. Pixel Pusher just sent me a link to an image on Civitai. I'm afraid to click it, but we're going to.
Do it.
So apparently this is me. Apparently this is me.
Termite style?
That is. So this LoRA he trained of me captured my gray beanie so good because it's in all the videos with me.
So that's what happens if you overtrain a concept. You know, if you take that gray beanie and put in everything, you're going to get the gray beanie no matter what.
There you go.
Early neighborhood spider boog.
Guys, there is the concept part of this stream wrapped up into a nutshell. If it is in every picture, it is a part of the concept.
Yeah. And that's why he wears it every time, just to make sure.
You only saw my hair once on a stream. You guys will probably only see my hair again on the streams where I have Max, Justin, and other very respectable people with me.
Unlike me, in which case you can wear your beanie. Feel free.
Let's see. Yes, no, Tyler is not bald. Tyler almost wishes he was bald because then I would save a fortune on haircuts. Let me see. Did my Can Buzz Daddy go into the gallery yet? Yes. Yes, there's a good handful of things in there now.
Sweet. Let me reload that.
Dude, this one, look at that one. This is like, yeah, no, dude, stellar job. I think this is great. I really hope you guys have, from like last week to this week, picked up some stuff just from hanging out with KF that has helped you guys train some really cool things on the site. And like I mentioned last week, tag us on X, on Twitter, so that we can share your guys' resources so that more people can find you. Got those of you that aren't on the leaderboards or that aren't maybe making it into the featured thing. Make sure you tag us at Hello Civitai on X with the link to the LoRA that you guys trained, and we'll reshare it. We'll reshare it, and those posts get anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand views. So, yeah, share it, dude.
If you have a cool concept, I'm happy to try it out.
Dude, KF, do you have any last words about just like LoRA training with Flux in general? Any last little gems of wisdom for the people?
Not too much. Concepts are, different than styles in all the ways we've gone over. But Flux by itself is quite good in kind of picking up a lot of things. Like it can kind of pick up the concept of cans in a supermarket. But for certain things, like actually making a stacked can artwork, you might need LoRA to train that a little better. Then Flux picks it up quite well. Same with, I really didn't think it would get the crummy costumes that well. I thought it would kind of make cosplay costumes that maybe looked a little off, but no, it picked it up. It made stuff out of duct tape. It made stuff out of bad face paint. So get experimental, have some fun with it. For me, that's what it's all about. All these concepts I'm putting up, my favorite thing is to put them up and see other people use them, share their results. Not just because I get some buzz if you share it that way, but it's just fun to see. When I put up the sock puppet one and right away AI Digital Media Agency posted on it right away. And, I could see the sloth one turned out perfectly and it was great. So if you have an idea for a concept, you can either go into training and try it out yourself or, message one of us. You can message me and say, hey, I had this idea for it. What are the steps or what are some ideas for it? I'm happy to help out. I'm not here all the time, but I'm around. You can message me on the site. I'm on Discord as well. For me, it's about fun.
Yeah, man. And let me just say, it's really dope to see the people on the leaderboard. I know there's like there's always a soft competition between everyone on there, but it's really, really cool to see the people on the leaderboard, especially going and trying out and posting to each other's models. Because, at the end of the day, what we are really trying to build here and what we are trying to convey to everyone is that this is a community. It's not just the repository, right? We know that there are a number of you guys that use Civitai as your key social media point to post your work and to kind of interact with everyone. So do the community thing and just like use each other's resources. And by using each other's resources and by interacting with one another that way, it will help your stuff. Maybe if you're a smaller creator, get seen more because people will go and check out your profile if you create a cool image with someone else's resource that's maybe a little bit more popular than you. So yeah, man. No, KF, it is always super, super cool and super fun. We will continue to circle back with you because I know last time you were on 2 weeks ago, you were like, oh, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from training LoRAs, and then there's like 6 or 7 new LoRAs on your page.
That didn't turn out. Kind of shifted from styles over to concepts, but I mean, I told myself, as long as I'm still having fun with it and learning, I'll keep doing it, and I haven't stopped yet. Maybe this time I'll slow down.
I don't believe it.
I've got some character ideas, and I think maybe characters are another thing to focus on. So, but yeah, I've got some buzz to burn now. Keep posting there, Engelstein.
Cool, man. Well, hey, look, dude, we always appreciate you coming on. Guys, go make some cool images with the soda can supermarket LoRA, especially the sock puppet LoRA. Real quick, before we get off here, let me bring this back on the screen and let's take a look at this gallery real quick. Dude, these things are super.
Oh yeah.
This is a super a super cool one. Let's get Buzz Daddy off here. Like, this style is so dope. And I bet, too, you guys could make viral videos with this, too, if you got the right characters in the right, just like, the right thing, man. Like, watch the news, look at what's going on in the world around you. Come on here, find one of his crazy meme LoRAs, make images, and then go make a move and edit it together as some music. And that's how you guys can start to get ahead of the algorithm there. You got to tickle it with this stuff. So, no, KF, these are always super dope. This is...
Some turned out better than others. And for a couple questions in chat, looking forward to what you post there, Cthulhu. As much as we've got our friendly rivalry, I think you've got the third place spot. It's all yours.
I never
keep trying though, but and as far as Freddy Krueger is built into the Flux, so it might work.
I never thought I was going to see the furry sock puppet with the bikini top with the cleavage. I never thought I was going to see that.
Yeah, I should have made that the Civitai bikini.
No, man, stellar job. Like, everything on your page always comes out super high quality. We love to see it. Thank you. Real quick before we get out of here, chat, let me check my calendar and let you know what we got coming up next week. So, yeah, okay. Next week, Friday. I don't know if you guys remember from, it was like a week or two ago. There was someone that I pulled up on LinkedIn. His name was Calvin Herbst, and he was getting a bunch of flack on LinkedIn because he trained a LoRA on Civitai of his own professional photography work and put that out to the public to use. And when I found that post on LinkedIn, all the photography people and all of the real artists were jumping all over him, calling him a sellout, giving him flack, whatnot. The LoRA is dope. Next week, Friday, he's coming on the stream, Calvin Herbst. We're going to talk about his photography, LoRA. We're going to talk about his photography, and we're going to talk about what he felt, about getting so much flack for training something on his own work, literally on his own work. So,
a quick question though: if you've got a real professional coming on, are you going to wear your hat or not?
Listen, man, only Justin and Max. Only Justin and Max get my hair.
All good.
Only Justin and Max get my hair. That is officially the rule of the stream now. The hair is reserved for Justin and Max.
And where do I send my address to get the Civitai hoodie?
we
2 streams, I think, is the.
That is a good point.
Civitai bikini is 3 streams. I'm not sure if I'll make it there.
I'm gonna bug them some more about the shop and about getting the Civitai bikini and the hoodie available for you guys to order. So, with that being said, guys, it is Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back on Monday with Ali's office hours stream. KF, thank you, sir. You are a legend. We will do many, many more streams with you because they're always fun and you always got something new cooking. So thank you so much. This will be uploaded to YouTube by Monday, guys. So with that being said, this is Civitai.com. Please follow us across all social medias at Hello Civitai. And like and subscribe because it really helps us continue to bring you guys fun streams like this. And like earlier, where we can just highlight really cool people doing cool things from all across the AI art world. And
follow my page as well.
Follow KFTIGER. Follow KFTIGER. Is linked in the chat. Go use his LoRAs, download them. If you use them, post your images. Don't be stingy. Get some buzz. Give him buzz because that means he can train more dope LoRAs for you guys. Post directly to the gallery so he gets buzz so he can train more LoRAs. It is a self-sustaining creative loop of madness, and we are here for it. Guys, this is Civitai.com.
Too many models. I get it.
KF, thank you, bro.
Cheers.
Always appreciate it.
Everybody have a good weekend. And
Take
message
care,
me if
everyone.
you have any questions.
Bop, 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 bop.